Hey, kindergarten, there you are. I was wondering where you went. We were doing a butterfly and then all of a sudden you were gone. But now, there you are. Good to see you, my friends. Mr. Michael here with your next little 5-minute demo. Today, what I'm going to show you to do is I'm going to show you how to make a tie-dye flower using a coffee filter, some markers, popsicle stick, and some glue. Are you ready? Let's get to it. So here is the tie-dye flower I was showing you. Here's the flower part. See, we made a stem out of a popsicle stick. Then I used some colored paper to make some leaves on my stem for the flower. Okay, pretty cool, right? Here's how we do it. Like I told you, we're gonna use like a coffee filter that your parents might use when they make their coffee. The special thing about a coffee filter is it's what we call porous. So water goes through it real easy, and that's going to help us out here. So what I want you to do is grab some markers. And again, they have to be what we call water-based markers, like our Crayola markers. Can't be a permanent marker, can't be a dry erase marker or a fancy drawing marker. It has to be one of these kind of markers, all right? Then what I want you to do is color what I call a radial design on your coffee filter. A radial design means there's something in the middle and then everything else kind of comes off of that little point in the middle. There's kind of a pattern to it you can see, like we've been practicing with here all year. Can you see the pattern? It's a little bit symmetrical too. A number of the things that we've been working on. But when you color it, doesn't have to be exactly 100% perfect. If you look at mine, you can still see a little bit of the white, but try to cover it as best as you can. After you've colored that, now what you got to do is, I'm going to use this one. I made a couple of extras. You may want to do this outside or by the sink, but what you're going to do is you're going to take a water bottle. And on the spray setting, not the stream setting, you want the mist to kind of come out. And what you're going to do is you're going to squirt it. Make sure you get the whole thing. I do it about 3 or 4 times. Then I'm going to flip it over, and look what's happening to my paper towel there. That's because the water is going through the coffee filter. Remember what we said, porous. Now I'm going to do it about 3 or 4 sprays on this side. Now, do you notice how your cool little shapes and stuff are kind of starting to spread out? That's because the water that is getting into the filter is now taking the marker, which has water in it, and it's breaking it down, and it's spreading it out through the coffee filter. Sometimes you may want to kind of hit a spot a little bit more. Still want to kind of be able to see your cool design, but you kind of want it to get that kind of faded look and like be parts of some white and stuff that kind of start to show up. Now what you want to do is you want to take that, maybe set it outside in the sun for a few minutes, let it dry. If mom and dad, if you would like to take a hair jar maybe, that can dry it out real quick too. But once it's dry, you're going to wind up with something that looks kind of like this. Kind of fades out a little bit. But now we get those kind of little white cloudy spaces in there too that I think make it look really good. And it looks about the same on both sides. So now we've made it look kind of like what we call tie-dye. Now to make your flower, here's what you're going to do. What I do is I take my finger and I put it right in the middle. And then I kind of squeeze. Hold on, let me fix something there. Okay. I kind of put my finger right in the middle, and then I kind of squeeze the rest of it over my finger. Kind of wrap it around my finger a little bit. So I get something that looks kind of like that. Then what I do is come down here to the bottom, kind of pinch and twist it just a little bit. Just the bottom. Then kind of spread it out. And now I've got a cool looking flower. But it's missing a couple of things. I need my stem and I need my leaves. So what I did was I found a popsicle stick. And you know what? If you don't have a popsicle stick, maybe just go outside and find a stick. Maybe if you go on a walk with your parents, go and find a stick from outside from a tree. Or, you know what? Maybe just make a cool background on a different piece of paper, draw a stem and whatnot in the sky and the grass, and then just glue your flower onto the paper. That would work too. But if you got a popsicle stick, I just kind of colored it up really cool because like I've got this cool looking design, so I kind of put a cool looking design on my stick. Then I found some colored paper, and if you don't have colored paper, use your crayons and markers and colored pencils and color yourself up some paper. Cut out your shape for your leaves, glue it on there. If you got liquid glue, that's probably going to work the best compared to a glue stick. If you got a glue stick, it'll probably still work, but you got to be a little bit more careful. And mom and dad, if you want to put it together for them as well, you may want to use hot glue too. But now I'm going to put a little bit of glue. So I glued those down. Now I'm going to put a little bit of glue there, and then I'm going to glue this right onto the top like that. All right. And then I've got my cool looking flower. Where's my one finished one? I want to look at that one again. All right, there we go. Now, do you know what a big group of flowers is called? Like a group of flowers you're going to give to somebody? It's called a bouquet. So maybe you make this flower, and then you go make a few more, and make a few more, and make a few more, and you can have a bouquet of these cool-looking tie-dye flowers. Pretty cool, huh? I think they've turned out pretty nice. And one little thing I noticed too, these are from the practice ones I did yesterday. That's on the paper towel. So remember how I sprayed this one down? It soaks through into the paper towel. And look at the cool design I got on here. Maybe I cut that out and I use that for a flower. If you don't have a coffee filter, paper towel works really good too. Let's see, I think I've got one more hiding here somewhere. Yeah, check out this one. Look how cool that one turned out. I could cut that out and have a really cool looking flower or just a cool looking piece of art. Did you have fun with that? I hope so. So did you have fun with that project? I hope you did. I had a lot of fun with it. I haven't done that one for a while. In fact, I had so much fun with it, I think I'm going to take a few more of those coffee filters and paper towels and maybe see what other kind of cool projects I can come up for you guys here in the next couple of weeks. Sound good? Remember, I'd love to see what you guys are working on. So remember, my email address will be on the final page of this video. And if you could, mom and dad, take some pictures of what our students have been creating. And remember, it just doesn't have to be this little 5-minute demo. It can be the 5-minute demo, but also whatever else you've been creating. I've had students show me cool things they were making out of cardboard, some cool pictures they were making, some awesome things people built out of blocks and Legos. So anything you're creating, I'd love to see it. All right, my friends, we'll see you next time. Take care. Adios, amigos.